Phony ass will never get my respect. People say they killing shit, but they ain't did the D yet. Every shot I take is been going in. I need a heat check. I'm the one with the high hand, going hella deep with it. Hot damn, life turned into a movie. We had to shoot in my shooters and knock down. Hell no, I ain't about to leave yet. I ain't make it to the league yet. I'm the best kept secret. I need a heat check. A year to get the label up. Now we off and running. Every year's been a blessing, but 16 always been.
Alright, you guys, you know what time it is. We're going to finally get the Focus in here and get it started working on and do all the motor work and everything else to it. I'm going to give you a look at it before we do all the work. Right now he's got a cold air intake on this thing. Stock intake manifold. Wiring is all over the place like it is from the factory. No engine cover on this thing. He's got to take the engine cover off to run this intake. But just to give you a good look at what it looks like before we do all the work to it. Alright, you guys, so I've been sick the past few days, but my dad has been working on the Ford Focus. He's got it up in the air and he's got a bunch of this stuff up and out the way, getting ready now to pull the motor and everything out of it so he can start doing some work to it and get it resealed and everything else. But if you look at it, radiator, intercooler, condenser, everything's out the way, everything's unplugged on the motor from the looks of it. I haven't been up top yet. He's got everything unbolted underneath that holds the motor together, so the lower cradle support that goes here is out and everything. Front wheels and all that are off. He's got one over here, the other one's over there. This is everything that he's taken out of the car so far to get everything ready to come out. It's all laying right here, nice and neat. And then intercooler's right there, radiator, condensers right here. So I'm going to slowly get this thing put back together and took it apart and put back together. Figure I'd give you a quick little look at where he's at with everything, just so you can get a quick glimpse of it. It's probably not going to be two-part, probably only going to be one episode, but it's going to be like decently long, so y'all get a good video out of it. But here you go, guys. When he actually gets ready to start doing stuff to the motor, I'll record more. Alright, you guys are back. Unfortunately, due to my dad not telling me, I wasn't able to record a speed up of him pulling the motor out of the car. They didn't go out through the top, they went out through the bottom like we talked about in the previous. But it's down on the ground right now. He's finishing taking some stuff off of it, so you get the engine stand over here. Like I said, he's finishing doing this so he can get the engine stand over here and get it put on the engine stand. All he's doing now is just separating the bell housing from the actual motor. He's got a few bolts left to do to get it separated. Once it's separated, he can just go ahead and pull it apart and get it put on the engine stand. But bay's empty. Can y'all let me know next time y'all decide to do something so I can set some shit up? Thank you. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I said that I was going to record speed up process of him taking everything apart, but the reason why I didn't is because we've been busy. I had a lot of work going on. We're not going to be building this motor anymore. There's a few reasons why. I'll uncover the head and show you. They tried to clean it up. They put a straight edge over it, but the head itself is warped. It's torqued a little bit, so one side sits higher than the other. Later on, if I can get a straight edge, put across there and show you with a little light, I will do just that. But you can actually see right in here is the cylinder that messed up. It got flooded with oil and gas. Now the reason why that is, I'll show you the piston here. This is the piston of the one that was messed up. If you look right there, that's why he wanted to build this thing. It was because of that right there. The only thing is this is already an aftermarket piston right here. So with that being said, we had to go buy a micrometer and everything to test out the block. We're going to see if the block is still good or not, because if you look down in there, cross hatches and everything appear to be okay, but we're trying to figure out what the distance is, what the actual bore of the block is. My dad thinks it's 10 over. I think it's just stock, but we don't know. So that's why we got a mic. Now everything else for the motor sitting over there, turbo and everything else. But we went ahead and told the guy to be prepared to get another motor just in case anyways, so that he would know. And then if he gets another motor, pistons and everything that he bought for this motor would actually work in the other motor if he decides to get it, because that's meant for a stock 2.0 that goes into this motor. So that's where we're at on this one, you guys. Anyways, like I said, that's where we're at on this one. We're gonna get with the guy and see what he wants to do, and then we'll try and get this motor fixed and everything else. But till then, I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Going in, I need a heat check. I'm the one with the high hand, going hella deep with it. Hot damn, life turned into a movie. We had to shoot and my shooters are knocked down. Hell no, I ain't about to leave yet. I ain't make it to the league yet. I'm the best kept secret. I need a heat check. A year to get the label up. Now we off and running. Every year's been a blessing, but 16 I was